Hey guys, Kyle the Death Knight of Anime here, bringing you my review for Black Clover episode 41, and I'm pretty much I'm really sorry for I'm absolutely sorry if you guys can hear that humming sound. I pretty much have my pretty much fan going. It's extremely hot here in Edmonton. It's extremely hot here in Edmonton, even at nighttime now. So, yeah, I have to have fresh air coming in. So, yeah, I'm sorry for the humming in the background, guys. But yeah, I need the fresh air. um. Anyway, back to it. Yeah. Like I said, I'm here bringing you guys Black Clover episode 41, and and to start off with, I never really took the time to talk about it, but I'll say it now. Definitely the new opening we've been getting is pretty damn awesome, especially both in visuals and song. And actually, like I'm not gonna lie, like this, I've never really paid attention. I haven't really paid attention to the I have I haven't really, I'll be honest, I haven't really paid attention to the openings, but but somehow, particularly after this episode, particularly during this episode, I really paid special attention to it. I'm not sure why, but I did, and after like paying a little more attention to the song, like I was really getting into it, and I was even jamming a bit to the song. So yeah, definitely the song is pretty hype. I'm not gonna lie about that. It still isn't anything on FMA Brotherhood level, but it's still pretty good. Um, and we pretty much we get to know the character that we were introduced to at the end of the last episode. Her name is Kahono, who's pretty much your typical bubbly, excitable character. But I will give her this. Who I didn't look it up, but whoever it is that is actually voicing Kahono, they pretty much got her. Who's voicing Kahono? The person voicing Kahono has one hell of a singing voice. Like no joke, I was actually entranced. I was actually entranced by pretty much. I was entranced by pretty much the character's singing voice, and because of the actor, I couldn't up until the point where up until the point where pretty much Kahono stopped singing and started conversing with Asta and Noelle. I was legitimately entranced with her singing voice, and I was like, oh damn, this voice is actually really beautiful. And so yeah, whoever it is that they ended up getting to voice Kono, A plus job. Like seriously, the singing voice is amazing. Um, and but yeah, like I said, and I was really entranced by the song up until the point where she started talking with Noelle and Asta. And I'm not gonna lie, as mundane as the scenes of people just sitting around and talking are, I really didn't mind it here because Kahono has such an energetic personality, and and just everything she did and said in this episode just had me like we're just really kind of laughing and pretty much and enjoying her as a character. Like it was one of those times where I actually felt like I was actually even though I was just watching, I felt like I was part of every single conversation that Kono herself was pretty much engaging in term with pretty much Asta and Noelle and whatnot. Like it was just yeah, just just Kahono has such an overly friendly personality, and stuff like that. It really should be annoying, but to me, it was just kind of it was enjoyable for some reason. I can't really even even say why, but and I guess in a way, I should really count. I should really count. I should really count the fact that I enjoyed Kono's interactions with Asta and Noelle as being so enjoyable as a plus to the episode because it definitely made up for pretty much for pretty much for pretty much the extremely for definitely the less than stellar pacing in the episode because like I said pretty much Noelle pretty much it was Noelle at pretty much Noelle Asta and Kahono interacting with each other is what made up pretty much at least 90% of the episode. But so yeah, the pacing it wasn't the most stellar, unfortunately. Uh, Now one thing I did legitimately like about this episode is that a reveal of Kahono's magic, which is basically song recovery magic. It's basically a type of healing magic, but I really like how healing magic did kind of have a strict focus in the episode, because I feel a lot of times when something in regards to healing gets brought up, it's usually relegated to it's usually relegated to the side, and but here it was one of the few exceptions of it actually having a much larger purpose to the plot, or at least to the plot of this episode. And I although I can't say how big of a role healing magic in general is going to have in the future. So at least for this one episode, it was nice to have a bit of a focus on healing magic for sure. Um, and like I said, it wasn't the like I said, this episode, it wasn't the fastest paced episode, but it was pretty much just the characters interacting off each other. But one thing I will give the episode credit for is how Kahono and I can't believe I'm saying this, but Kahono and Asta's advice. Yes, Asta actually had a good point to make in this episode. But yeah, how I like how Kahono and Asta's advice actually did help Noelle in finally controlling her magic. So it her magic. So it proved that Kahono did have a purpose to her in this episode, and she was more than just a bubbly, excitable trope. And on the plus side, it also gave development to Noelle with her finally working out her family issues and working past them to gain control of her magic. And I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it, but I do like how both Noelle and Kahono do actually form a legitimately enjoyable and nice bond in this episode. So again, it was another plus for pretty much the fact that it was just an episode where everyone interacts with each other. Um, actually, the funny thing about the pacing for me in this episode is that even though there wasn't really too much going on in the episode itself, the slowest parts for me was pretty much every time that they didn't focus on Noelle, Asta, and Kahono, like, because every time that they pretty much cut away to a scene that didn't involve those three, is when the episode felt like it was really dragging. And again, with like the thing about the pacing is that it was really we only covered it definitely one chapter of content in this episode. So that again brings up the question of where exactly this first season is going to end, because the episode count keeps getting smaller. Like we only really have 9 episodes left. So yeah, I have very little faith that this season is going to end with this arc. It's probably going to end in the middle of the arc or something like that. And of course, big shocker, the ending reveals that Kahono is a resident of the underwater temple, but we still didn't really get much background on what exactly Kahono is. Like, what exactly is her race? Like, is she human? Is she mermaid? Is she a mer person? Like, what is she? But I mean, if I had to take a shot in the dark here, honestly, pretty much based on the fact that pretty much Kahono has this very beautiful singing voice, I almost want to say she's a siren. And if she is, and if she is a siren, then yeah, that is kind of cool. Like either way, we're gonna get some world building when it gets revealed as to what Kahono is. But yeah, it's like judging from how well she was singing in this episode, yeah, I'm saying siren for sure. Which definitely, if she is a siren, then she's definitely one of the more friendly sirens, at least compared to the ones I've heard about in lore. That's in old folklore, that's for sure. But yeah, guys, that's my review. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Death Night Anime, signing off. Later, guys.